Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help. Stick around until the end, because Darius will explain how the pyramids were actually used in ancient times. The Great Pyramid is a 6 million ton stone mountain, stacked 481 feet high, covering 13 acres. But here's where it gets impossible. It's aligned to true north with 1/15 of a degree of accuracy, so precise that modern engineers would struggle to replicate it. The base is leveled within 3/4 of an inch across its entire footprint, something we'd use lasers for today. Each of its 4 sides, or what we thought were 4 sides, are over 755 feet long, and their length only varies by 2 inches. That's 99.98% accuracy. And here's a mind-blower. The pyramid doesn't even have 4 sides. Each face is slightly concave, making it an 8-sided structure, a detail only visible from the sky or when the equinox casts perfect shadows along its edges. We've been told for years that the Great Pyramid of Giza was built as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, but when you really look at how it was designed, that theory falls apart fast. There are no hieroglyphs, no artwork, no treasures, and most importantly, no mummies inside. It lacks every key feature of a typical Egyptian tomb. What it does have, however, is a level of precision, advanced engineering, and materials that seem custom-built for generating and transmitting energy. So if it wasn't a tomb, then what was it? The answer might be hidden in what it was made from, where those materials came from, and where it was built. The pyramid was engineered to conduct energy. The materials used in the pyramid weren't random. They were carefully selected, each playing a specific role in what looks more like an ancient energy system than a burial monument. The inner chambers and passageways of the pyramid, especially the King's Chamber and Grand Gallery, are made from rose granite, and it wasn't just for decoration. Rose granite is 85% quartz, and quartz generates electricity when it's compressed or vibrated. This is called piezoelectricity. This same principle is used in quartz watches, radios, and modern electronics to create power. The massive weight of the pyramid pressing down on the granite combined with vibrations from the earth would have been enough to create a constant electrical charge inside the structure. So already, the pyramid was designed to produce energy just by existing. The outer casing stones were originally made of bright white Tura limestone, which was carried from quarries 500 miles away and polished smooth like glass. But it also had another key purpose. Regular limestone conducts electricity, but Tura limestone does not. That means the pyramid was insulated, keeping the energy inside instead of letting it leak out. Think of it like the rubber coating around electrical wires. It protected and contained the charge. Without this layer, the energy inside the pyramid would have dissipated into the ground. Instead, it was forced to flow upward, toward the pyramid's peak. Inside the pyramid, researchers have found copper pipes and iron rods, materials that weren't supposed to be there according to mainstream archaeology. Copper and iron are excellent conductors of electricity. They allow power to flow freely. These materials suggest the pyramid was designed to move electricity from one part of the structure to another, like an ancient circuit board. Modern power stations use the same metals to distribute energy efficiently. So if the pyramid was just a tomb, why would it need electrical conductors built inside it? The conductivity booster traces of hydrochloric acid and hydrated zinc chloride were discovered in the shafts of the Queen's Chamber. When combined, these chemicals create hydrogen gas, one of the most conductive elements in existence. Filling the chambers with hydrogen would have dramatically increased the flow of electricity. This is the same way modern fuel cells work. They use hydrogen to conduct and distribute power efficiently. So not only was the pyramid creating energy, it was optimizing it for the most efficient flow. The Grand Gallery inside the pyramid wasn't just a long tunnel, it was a resonator. Acoustic engineers found that the Grand Gallery resonates at 440 Hz, which is an F-sharp chord. F-sharp is the harmonic frequency of the Earth itself. You know the sound. Meaning the pyramid was literally tuned to the planet's natural vibration. That means the pyramid wasn't just generating energy. It was tuned to the natural energy of the Earth, amplifying and directing it in a way that still isn't fully understood. At the peak of the pyramid, there was once a capstone, believed to have been made of solid gold. Gold is an extremely efficient conductor of electricity. If energy was being generated inside the pyramid, the gold capstone would have worked as an antenna, transmitting that energy into the sky. This is exactly how Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower was designed to work: pull energy from the Earth and send it wirelessly through the air. If the Great Pyramid was built as a power plant, then the gold capstone was the final piece of the puzzle, allowing that energy to be transmitted wirelessly. On an equinox, the length of both day and night is exactly 43,200 seconds, or 12 hours, a perfect balance that ancient civilizations were obsessed with. But this number isn't just a measurement of time. It's a key to something much bigger. When you take the height of the Great Pyramid and multiply it by 43,200, you get 3,938.685 miles, which is astonishingly close to the polar radius of the Earth. When you take the perimeter of the pyramid's base and multiply it by 43,200, you get 24,734.94 miles, almost exactly the circumference of the Earth at the equator. This isn't just a coincidence. The pyramid was built as a scale model of the Earth itself, encoded with knowledge of our planet's dimensions thousands of years before modern science confirmed them. Nikola Tesla discovered how to pull electricity straight from the Earth and transmit it wirelessly, just like the Great Pyramid. His Wardenclyffe Tower was designed to do exactly what the pyramid may have been doing thousands of years ago. But Tesla's work was shut down. J.P. Morgan, who funded Tesla's research, pulled the funding when he realized Tesla's system would make fossil fuels, power grids, and copper wiring obsolete. Morgan owned coal mines, power stations, railroads, and telegraph lines, all of which would have been worthless if energy was free. So the higher-ups cut Tesla off, blacklisted him, and destroyed Wardenclyffe Tower. Tesla died broke, and his research was seized by the U.S. government. I mean destroyed. If the Great Pyramid really was an ancient power plant, then it suffered the same fate as Tesla's work. Just imagine how much better off the world would be if this knowledge hadn't been lost. Doesn't it all line up with the pattern of keeping truth and life-changing information hidden from the masses? And here's the kicker. Darius explains that the pyramids might be even more advanced than just energy plants. What if they were something far greater?
They understood the nature of this place. They understood the multidimensionality of who they were. And you'll find in these pyramids as well, all throughout this realm, because it's not just in Egypt where the pyramids are. It's all through America. It's all through Antarctica, here in Australia. It's everywhere. They were able to basically create certain portal stargate things because they understood the spoken word, the original language too, which is usually done in riddles because words are spells. So they were able to tune the frequency to specific locations within this realm, within the pyramids, and actually speak that frequency, walk through the certain portals, and therefore be in another location. If I'm in Australia, they would go to a pyramid location, a portal. They would enter that portal and end up into America. So let's just say traveling was instant.